Hello friends, welcome to today's Daily Devotion. I'm Kerry Wood, pastor of the Goldston Methodist Church in Goldston, North Carolina. Today we're looking in Colossians chapter 2, verses 18 and 19. And if you thought yesterday's devotion was confusing, just wait till you hear this one. Hear now these words, Colossians 2, 18 and 19. Do not let anyone who delights in false humility and the worship of angels disqualify you. Such a person also goes into great detail about what they have seen. They are puffed up with idle notions by their unspiritual mind. They have lost connection with the head, from whom the whole body, supported and held together by its ligaments and sinews, grows as God causes it to grow. Yeah, it's a little bit confusing. I don't know if you've seen anybody who is worshiping angels, although there was a fad back in the 1990s where it seemed like everything was angel this and angel that, angel decorations for your house and angel cards to send to your friends and family and all kinds of angelic things. And we can often get caught up in looking in the wrong places for the right stuff. And that's what really Paul is trying to say here. There were people in his day and time that were claiming that they had some special revelation of God, and that therefore, if you wanted to have the right relationship with God, you had to have the right relationship with that person. Sometimes we can still get caught up in this today. We do have cults that continue to exist, and I can remember the David Koresh situation where David Koresh claimed to be Jesus coming to earth, and of course, you know, if you're old enough, how that ended. He was killed and his entire compound was burned through a tragic circumstance and experience in his confrontation with the U.S. government. So we are still caught up in many ways of confusion and false humilities, but they are sometimes very hard to see. I kind of think sometimes that our big churches and the pastors who are in them are caught up in false humilities, which is why sometimes, too often, these pastors wind up being caught in bad situations. Either they are engaging in inappropriate relationships with other people from a sexual standpoint, or they're caught in doing things financially that they ought not be doing. And so all of these things are contributing to this sense of, well, how are we supposed to be living for Jesus? Well, we should be living for Jesus, not trying to puff ourselves or others up, but by living in true humility and descending into the places where God already is. For you see, if we are working in the places where God already is, then we will recognize our own inadequacies to live there without God being there first. If we lose our connection to Jesus, if He is our head, He is the first and foremost, then we are going to lose our connection to all the rest of the body of Christ. So let's stay connected to Jesus, not get caught up in false pretenses, false understandings, getting ahead of ourselves, getting over ourselves. But instead, let's just stay connected to Jesus. And I'll see you tomorrow for our next daily devotion.